time to be a hero. Now I know you're thinking, hey Vic, are you at Clint's Comics on a Saturday? It must be Free Comic Book Day. Well, I'll answer those questions by saying, yeah, buddy! Welcome to this special edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. That's right, folks. It is Free Comic Book Day. To me, it is Christmas for comic book nerds everywhere. And before I go on, let me tell you a little bit about Free Comic Book Day. It got started back in 2001, and by this guy that owned his comic book store in Concord, California. He wrote an article in Comics and Games Retailer magazine back in 2001, and he kind of pitched the idea. So the very next year, it became a first Saturday in May tradition. And in 2004, it was pushed back to July. But then the very next year, it was moved right back to May, where it's been ever since. And I have taken part of every Free Comic Book Day since 2008. And let me tell you, I mean, this one's very special because this is the first episode of the Comic Hero Show that I've done on Free Comic Book Day. Although last year I did an extra scene in episode 21. There's not going to be an any question segment in this one, but there is going to be a comically speaking segment. So without further ado, let's talk comics. Alright, now I just read Fantastic Four number 645, which was the last issue of the book. And it was just the conclusion of an awesome Fantastic Four story. They took down the bad guys, took care of business. Everything was right with the world. The only bad thing that happened is they have to repair the Baxter building because it was destroyed. Now, I'm not so much upset about the book ending so much as I am about the reasons why Marvel is doing away with it. The reason, now of course I said this in episode 60, the reason they're doing away with the book is because of Marvel's disgust with 20th Century Fox redoing the Fantastic Four movie franchise. Now, now I'm very disgusted by it, and I voiced my opinion about it. I mean, because let's just face facts, folks. The reason they did that is complete bush league. But you know what? I'm done crying about it. Oh, and so far here at Clint's Comics, there's been quite a nice turnout of folks we've had here, and they're come here to get some great books. Some of the books that we have that he has here for Free Comic Book Day are Bob's Burgers, the all new, all different Avengers, which is and Bongo Comics Free for All, Doctor Who, Dark Circle Comics, Savage Dragon, Transformers, and just to name a few. Oh, and by the way, folks, I'm going later this afternoon. Right now it's Saturday, it's a little after 12 o'clock. I'm going to go see Avengers Age of Ultron a little later on this afternoon. And I found out that, sadly, Alan Silvestri will not be doing did not do the music to Avengers Age of Ultron. But, however, it was done by Brian Tyler. Now, Brian Tyler has done the music to movies like Iron Man 3, Thor: The Dark World, and the Fast and Furious franchise. And I think some of his movie compositions are awesome. And I will let you know what I think of it in episode 62, which is coming up this week. All right, that's it for Comically Speaking. Now then, let's get to the comics I got for free this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
All right, first up is Divergence #1. This takes place right after. This is pretty much a preview book of all the things that are going to happen after Convergence ends next month in DC, and there's going to be quite a few changes with some of the characters. And right now, I'm reading Convergence. It's very good. I can't wait to read this as well. All right, up next is Secret Wars #0. This is a prelude issue to Secret Wars, which comes out in a few days. And I'm looking forward to it because the Marvel Universe is going to go through a drastic change. And also, and lastly, the all-new, all-different Avengers. This is a preview book of what the Avengers are going to look like post-Secret Wars. And as you can see, some of the characters are Captain America, well, the new Captain America, Sam Wilson, the new Thor, Iron Man, Nova, and the new Ms. Marvel, and then the Miles Morales Spider-Man. All right, that's 3 I'm getting for free, which brings the total number of comics since December of 1997 to 6,784. Oh, by the way, I ended up getting quite a few comics for somebody I know, and you know who you are. Well, I hope you enjoyed this special edition of the Comic Hero Show. It's a little shorter than most of my episodes, and, well, that's mainly because there wasn't really anyone. I wanted to do an any question segment, but there wasn't anyone around that I felt wanted to do that because they probably just wanted to get their free comics and then leave. But hey, nonetheless, it's been a great turnout, and I can speak for Clint by saying this is only good, but I think this is also the calm before the storm, because I think there are going to be more people coming. But
yeah, probably will be. I'm sure.
Yep. Besides, he's open until somewhere around 7 or 7:30. I mean, that's. I mean, if you're watching this, well, by the time you're watching this, it's probably Sunday because I'm not going to have time to put it up until probably later on tonight. But anyway, I hope you tuned in. I hope you watched this episode. But if you are watching this episode and you haven't watched number 60, I only have one word to say: stop! Watch number 60 first, then watch this one. Oh, and coming up in episode number 62, which is coming up in a few days, I'm going to be one book that's going to be featured in the comic books I bought this week segment that I know already for a fact that I'm going to be buying is Secret Wars #1. And I can't wait to read it because the Marvel Universe as we know it is going to be no more. It's going to drastically change. And then also, if you're watching this, get your questions ready for any question segment. I mean, I made this a permanent segment, and I want to keep it going. So if you're watching this, please get your questions to me. You can message me down below. And also here's the contact information if you want to do that. Also, t-shirts. I make t-shirts for other people but it's for for a fee. For adults, it's $10 in a blank tee, and but if you want me to buy the tee, then it's $12. Then for children, I make children's shirts as well. As a matter of fact, I made two for two of my little cousins. They are $5 in a blank tee, and $7 if you want me to buy the tee. And if there's a certain design that you want me to use, I will gladly use it. All right, I'm Victor Nunley. I'm the Comic Hero. I'll see y'all next week for episode 62 right here at Clint's Comics. Till then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and happy Free Comic Book Day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Now I know you're thinking, hey Vic, are you on a clip? Dang it! Now I know you're thinking, hey Vic, are you at Clint's Comics on a Saturday? Is this Free Comic Book Day? Well, I'll answer those questions by saying, yeah, buddy! Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show.
I have no idea who I am.
Was one the Dark Horse one? Fight Club 2, Lagoon?
I'll think about those. All right, I'm only going to talk about one thing. I just read the very last issue of Fantastic Four, number 645, and I thought there was going to be a death in it, but it wasn't. Cover your ears.
I just picked it up. I don't have it.
Well, it ended very well, but all I have to say is Marvel should still be ashamed of themselves. For them to cancel it for the reasons they did it is complete Bush League. I mean, I already vented my disgust over in the last episode 60, but let me tell you something. This comic book has been out for 54 years, and all of a sudden Marvel wants to discontinue it because of their disgust with the reboot of 20th Century Fox's Fantastic Four movie franchise. Still. Alright, now first off, I ended up reading Fantastic Four number 645, which sadly is the last issue of the series, and it ended well. I mean, there wasn't anything bad happening. It was just one of those Fantastic Four saves the day, Vini Vici kind of thing. And but, you know, I'm still a little put off about Marvel canceling it because this book's been around for 54 years. And the reason, well, I'm not really upset over it being... Don't charge